Baldwin and Priest to the green. Turn 4, we are underway. The Tour Type Modifieds at the World Series of New Smyrna. And it's Ryan Priest leading the field to 2.
And you saw Ronnie Williams give him a shot just as they got into that start zone. Ronnie Williams was anxious, ready to get going, and you can see why. That 20, Paulie Hartwig III on the charge here on lap number 1.
You mentioned anxious. We saw him using the nose a little bit there down the backstretch, trying to push forward as we go on board with Ryan Priest. Hartwig to the inside lane. Can you imagine being a 14-year-old kid making your first World Series start and you're racing with a NASCAR Cup driver and a winner of the Clash on the outside and you're following a Baldwin?
And not just racing with, but passing. Look at that. Paulie Hartwig III taking over that position from Ryan Priest.
Williams to the inside lane, running in the 4th position, tries to get back outside. The NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour 2025 champion Austin Beers is out there. Had a decent start to his week with a top 5 and podium run on Saturday night in the national race. And there's Williams running the bottom lane. Here's Beers fighting back to the outside. Williams and Beers racing for the 4th spot. The field slowing in turn number 3. Look out, a couple of cars coming together in the 3rd corner. They continued on. Nobody crashed. Back underway at New Smyrna.
Oh, we got some contact back in the pack. Cars are sideways. Blewit's going to get loose and tag the inside wall, and that's going to put us right back under caution. See how it goes for Luke Baldwin. He's on the hammer. Another clean restart for the 7 New York, but just an equal restart there for Paulie Hartwig III, and he's going to stick the nose out front down into turn 1.
Blewett back out on the racetrack to join the field, lets the field go by, and then gets up to speed. And the new leader is the 14-year-old making his first Tour Type Modified start. Paulie Hartwig at the front of the field has passed Luke Baldwin.
How about that? 4 laps into his World Series career in a Tour Type Modified. Paulie Hartwig is your leader, but he's got some pretty serious heat. Luke Baldwin all over that back bumper bar as there's a gaggle of cars behind off into turn 3.
8 kids up front. All you have to worry about is Ryan Priest, who's in 3rd, and Austin Beers, who's in 4th. He's in a little bit of defense mode as well as offense. Back on the offense, peeking to the inside of Baldwin for 2nd.
It's interesting. 1 lap, he will be up to the outside lane. The next lap, he's going to be down to the inside. He's making that inside groove work right now. Let's see if Baldwin can defend on the top side. He doesn't want to give that spot up, but I think he may have to cede that position right here. Luke Baldwin going to give up 2nd to Ryan Priest. Now he's got his hands full with Ronnie Silk there in the number 16.
And for Priest, he hopes that Baldwin stays there in the 3rd spot for a couple of laps to give him some breathing room. With Silk, who's on the charge as well, started 6th up to 4th. Sleep pretty good on this mid-range run. Halfway, this time 30 down, 30 to go, and Hartwig has a pretty big lead built up.
1.5 seconds the last couple of laps. If you were looking at Ronnie Silk as he came off of turn 4 right there, you can see the white gloves kind of make a little small wheel correction. Silk really pushing that race car right now and maybe slipped it just a little bit. Don't know how many times you want to slip those tires on these long distance races. Got to keep those tires underneath these race cars to get to lap 60 here tonight.
In that first practice session, so they really didn't do a lot in that latter practice session, but Ronnie Williams said, man, I've been coming down here for a long time, and I really, really want to grab that victory, and he's hoping to do it this week. So far, so good. 5th place for Ronnie Williams.
Absolutely. Williams inside the top 5. Watching Silk and Priest. That battle has led to a position change as Ron Silk has moved up into 2nd.
A very nervous dad. There's Paulie Hartwig Jr. anxiously watching what is going on the racetrack. And the caution flag is out. And this is going to change everything.
Goodale on the 46 was way free coming off of 4 a couple of laps ago, right in front of the leader Hartwig, and then it was a close call when Silk was getting around him as well, and now the 46 has spun.
You can tell Silk a little anxious. He wants to get going here. He knows he's got himself a good race car. Need a good clean restart for the 20 car, and that's exactly what he gets. Hartwig with the jump down into turn 1.
Heck of a restart for Hartwig. Silk will fight back to the outside. He has Beers looking low. Beers moves up into the 3rd spot. Here comes Baldwin along. Outside lane is Priest. He got a little bump from the 7 of Baldwin on the inside. 8 laps to go. Hartwig leads Silk.
Now, catching and passing are two entirely different things. Ronnie Silk is there. He's got 8 laps to find a way around as we've got cars scattering all over the place back in the field.
Oh, Bertuccio went down to the flat of the racetrack, and that usually results in shooting up the banking, and he did as he was working on Williams for the 6th position. That time sideways was Silk, white flag waving at New Smyrna.
Paulie Hartwig stretching the advantage out 3 car lengths down into turn 1. Final time down the backstretch. Hartwig stretching the advantage even more. He's clean into turns 3 and 4. Paulie Hartwig about to make some history of his own. Hartwig wins it here at New Smyrna.
14-year-old Paulie Hartwig III in his first World Series start.